Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, we are officially back, the 1.9D show, just fresh out of Leadville, where the 1.9D show kind of came from. You raced it for the first time. I raced it behind you. Shadowfax, it was wonderful. What did you think of Leadville?
It was so much fun. I thought it was the best. We talked about this. It was the best weekend of my year. But just you understand why everybody loves Leadville so much. The atmosphere was so much fun. It was awesome.
It's a total scene. And running down Harris, so like nowhere else are you running where the crowd feels like they're that much on top of you.
Yeah, and just where it really feels like the whole town is there and excited, and and also just being such like a straight fast track. It was really fun to open up, and it was great. I had the best weekend.
So how did we actually did pretty well, but how did you think, like in the start gate? I do want to give a shout out to Jordan right now. He was
Jordan.
Helping.
He saved everything.
Hold for dogs.
Pause for dogs.
Jordan in the start gate.
The best.
Just the best.
Yes. He saved my weekend.
Just like I've ridden with Jordan now for the last, 5 years. I think I met him 5 years ago and really appreciate him as a horseman. And you got to really meet him and be introduced to his full personality, which is actually pretty fast. But in the end, he's a horseman, and he had us in the start gate at like a full, flat-footed, relaxed start. And it was just so awesome as a skier looking up at you and Jordan and being like, yeah, I'm cool. If you're cool, we're all cool. We'll just start.
We'll go when we're ready, but we're not ready yet. So we'll just wait a minute.
And I think it's so worth it. I think, just watching the videos, I'm like, surely they have to start so much faster that way.
So to rewind, Jordan was leading me on Shadowfax into the gate and really kind of like holding him there, waiting for the horse to just be still, to be calm, to look at the track before he was allowing us to go. But he was really helpful. I was having a little bit of trouble with Shadow, and Jordan just loves working with horses. So I think it was rewarding for him as well.
And what's so funny, like we were watching the videos afterwards, and like we can see that Jordan is helping you into the gate and helping you and standing there and so focused and like loving his job. And as soon as you start racing, like his job is done. He could care less about the race.
He walks off, doesn't even watch what happens.
Like literally turns around and he's like, cool, on, like go sit on another horse now. Like so funny. But I think that's such an and I do think it's a big difference between the sport horses and the open horses. The open horses, there seems to be way more of an expectation of like a much better start. And some of the sport horses we saw
got a little squirrely.
And especially in Leadville, you come in at Leadville and it's very unique start. They come around this corner and you can see the whole track. And the horses are like, woo!
Yeah, and maybe like to that point, it's, open riders are maybe just more experienced competitors, or they really have that in mind of wanting to have a really good start, and the whole process is thought through a little bit more, whereas maybe sport horses / sport riders have a little bit less experience or get a little bit more anxious or haven't thought the process through as much, and it's more just like chuck the rope and go in a big panic, like
watching the video footage over the years, the biggest difference to me is, the sport riders are like, the starting gate is definitely, it can be nerve-wracking a little bit, and they want to kind of get in there and get out as fast as possible. Your horse
gets a little hot, it freaks you out a little bit. You just chuck and
go. you get the rope to your skier, and as soon as the skier's like, we're ready, it's like, oh, thank God, and they get out. Whereas the open riders, the level of competition increases, and they know that a better start, even if it's shaving, 100th of a second, it's shaving time.
Totally.
And they stand there and they make their horses stand and they make everyone is set, because the biggest thing I see when those horses turn and go from the sport to the open is one, the reins. In the sport, you can see that first lunge and the horse hits the end of the reins. And they're sometimes a little bit like squirrely, where the open guys typically are turning around, reins loose all the way through that first stride and on track, which Jordan was giving that to you, which was incredible.
Yeah. Thank God for Jordan, honestly.
And now Shadowfax is, a better horse for it.
Well, we'll see.
TBD. We got to do it with him some more.
Yeah.
Jordan wants us to bring Shadowfax and do all this crazy stuff. So
yep. We got to do preseason training with Jordan this year.
Next year, it's going to be a training regiment for skijoring.
We've got big plans.
Yeah. So I guess we can talk about some of the results. Leadville has not posted all of the results yet, so we don't entirely know where everyone stands. We have day results for both days, and we know who won buckles.
So in truth, it's to our point, it's a buckle show.
It is a buckle show.
But we just don't have anything more exciting to tell you.
We just had I love Leadville because the start gate is such a fun time. Like, hey, I know not for you. You were saying how you felt like kind of abandoned in the alley, but for skiers, the start gate it's one of the best start gates of the year.
Yeah, I was feeling a little bit jealous of you and being really involved in it, and like you could see the crowd, you could more or less hear what was going on, and riders were more or less waiting.
I love the start, and it's one of those races where you can kind of see the whole track. So you're like you can see a ring fly up like way down the track.
And I'm someone who loves to have a sport to be interested in. So I personally, I know you maybe don't feel the sentiment, but I love just watching skijor.
No, you're actually turned into a little skijor nerd now.
I know. I need a sport. Like I go in deep when I get in,
I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, that was us all weekend.
Yeah.
And it's really fun because of how they do the averages. It's like, okay, you go into day 2 knowing who's at the top, Malcolm Siemens and Caroline. So you're like watching their runs and you know who their fast horses are. And
totally.
Malcolm came back day 2 and he was like, I punched a ring. And I was like, oh no, he put the pressure on. So
yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then, in the sport, Leadville uses the D system. They use a 2D, which added a lot of drama to our lives. It
adds a little bit of drama. It adds just like a little bit like, it's in the Lord's hands. I have no idea where we sit.
It's
how
like a
we're
Jesus
doing.
take the wheel kind of time.
Because, we'll talk about who ended up taking the 2D buckle, but they were sat like middle of the pack day 1 and didn't do much. And then they cleaned day 2 and they did it pretty fast and it just averages out and you hit that split.
It's total luck of the draw.
Right. And it's just like everyone's like, oh, how'd you do? And like Malcolm punched that ring and Caroline cleaned both days really fast and no one saw Bryson coming either. Like it's just all, they did run a 15 day too. That was crazy.
Yeah. Frankie Moon, man.
Yeah.
Good God.
Quick horse. Yeah. So
let's start with Saturday.
Okay.
We'll give you all a big old build up.
Ooh.
So we'll go through Saturday results first. Yeah. Saturday, Sunday results, and then we'll tell you who won the buckles.
Let's do it. We're not timing this either, so this could turn into like a 30-minute episode. It's gonna
be a disaster.
Bear with us, folks. We're talking skijor and get comfortable. All right. Saturday, what do we got? Surely not the novice.
Cut that out. That was rude.
This was Leadville's first ever novice division. Who was the fastest time on Saturday in the novice?
On Saturday, the fastest time in the novice was rider Hunter Bear on horse ZZ with skier Cole Poifair. They ran a 21 second with 2 second penalties.
So
keep them in mind. We'll hear them again.
Hold on. And then it looks like every single novice team.
There was not a single novice team that ran a clean run on this first day.
So keep that in mind also because we're talking about the novice right now, but we'll get up to the open today. So
next into the sport, and the 1D position at the very top, we had Janelle Urista on Cranberry Annie.
In a great fit.
In an iconic fit.
Oh,
incredible.
Wonderful.
And she was pulling Malcolm Siemens. They were clean at a 16.96. The
Incredible.
only time, I believe, that's not true. That's a lie. Cut that. Now I'm remembering all the looking I did.
Yep.
But they were one of 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 6 clean runs on the day.
6
I counted
clean
before.
runs in the sport. Yep.
At the top of the 2D, yours truly.
Hell yeah.
Was me, Emma Golenka, on Shadowfax pulling none other than Josh King.
At a 16.84, and I did have a penalty. My other run, though, was one of the 6 clean runs, which I will claim that till the end.
Yeah.
Out of
4th in the 1D.
Out of like 60 sport teams.
Or tied for 3rd, sorry.
There were 6 clean runs, and that was
64 for sport teams.
64 for sport teams. A little better. So yeah, incredibly, the rings at Leadville.
There were a lot of rings.
Not only are there a lot of them,
they're everywhere.
They are this big. They are so small. You can hardly fit your arm through them. I remember Jack Plants his first year competing in his Marlboro Man suit, and he showed up in Leadville in it, and everybody was like, "You're gonna have to take that off," and he was like, "No, man, it's my thing." We were like, "Sure thing." And he punched so many rings on day 1, and he came back day 2 in like a tight black, and he was like, "Okay."
A ski suit.
Yeah. So 6 out of 64 clean day 1 in the sport division. Very challenging.
Very. And the challenge continued into the open.
Yeah.
Where there were 3 clean runs. Number 1 on Saturday, we had Richard Weber on Lick 'em for Luck pulling Lane Feldison. They ran a 15.69.
So fast.
Yeah, a lot of penalties. Day 1, everybody was in a pickle over the rings.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of love to see it.
You love to see it
because
you love the rings.
I know. But I went up to, it's Jeff Dahl and his son. Gosh, is it Sean? I'm sorry, but Mr. Dahl, the man setting the course with the rings, I went up to him afterwards and I was like, hell yeah, dude. And he was like, yeah, we're gonna
make it harder tomorrow.
Today. Yeah. And
he literally said, I heard somebody say that he was planning to add rings the next day, and we're all like, oh my goodness.
They surely did not. They made it easier day 2 because they wanted more clean
but they
runs.
Added rings.
They did add rings, but they made them much easier to get to.
But for some people, you could not say that they made it easier.
True. The rings are the divider. I love rings and skijoring.
I couldn't do it. Like, skiing is hard enough, let alone being pulled and then trying to get into these times. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It is
all
difficult. Credit to everybody skiing this.
And there's no race where you spend so much time directly behind the horse. Just getting
oh my god
blasted.
Everybody just getting pelted all weekend. Yeah.
And it's like you hit the jump, you come down, you hit the ground, you come up,
and not only snowballs. I was talking to David Strickbine. He got hit with horseshoes this weekend.
Are you okay?
He had a mark right on his ass. Yeah. I got drilled with those horseshoes.
Yeah. The track was so nice and set up so firm and beautiful. It was just pulling shoes off day 1. I don't know. I should be like, I'm not a farrier. Steve, call me. But yeah, they were picking shoes up off the track left and right.
Yeah.
And David Strickbine caught
He
2
was
of
catching them all.
Unreal skiing by Strickbine. Still like, did he clean? He cleaned one. He was one of the 3.
Yeah, correct. And
behind Dennis
did
Alverson.
Well. Yeah, and behind Lauren, he only missed 1 ring as well.
Yeah, and it's just like to come in, you're getting bounced around, you're getting smacked with stuff. To get the rings is tough.
Yeah.
But that's why I love the rings.
Yeah. Rings, man. Day 2, Sunday. So, yet again, in first, in the novice, we had Hunter Bear on ZZ, pulling Cole Poifair with a 17.47. They did have a 2-second penalty, so they missed the ring, but they still ended up in first. So shout out to them.
Shout out. That's some fast riding.
Moving up to the sport in the 2D position, we had Robert Tingley out of Meeker on SpongeBob pulling Caroline Bonin, Caroline DeKeel, as she's now known.
But it's Bonin on all the timesheets.
It takes a lot. I've learned if I ever get married, I'm never changing my name because it sounds like a lot of work, man.
I mean, I think if you do it on the marriage certificate, it's a much easier. I think it's when you decide to do it after the fact that it's a process.
Yeah, but you still have to like do the application for like change your social security, change your, God, it's a lot of work. You got to change like your bank accounts, your 401k.
The thing is, Caroline is such an institution now. When I say Caroline, I expect everyone to know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
She's a beast skier. She's been crushing it all year. She went to so many races.
And destroyed.
It's just Caroline.
It's Caroline. The Caroline. They ran a 17.62 clean.
Yeah.
So they won day money for the 2D. Congrats to them.
Congrats.
And then in the 1D position on Sunday in the sport, we had Patrick Smith on Frankie Moon, of course. He was pulling Bryson 3, and they ran a smoking 15.97.
I don't know if anyone saw that coming for the sport division.
We knew Frankie was fast, but to clean it at that speed is good on Bryson.
And they ran pretty late in the day, didn't they?
Yeah. They were maybe directly before me. So the second half at least.
Second half, the track was... I would shout out to Leadville. The track they built this year, I've only been going for 4 years. I mean, without a doubt, the best track we've ever seen there. But it was late in the day. Like, it was slowing down a little bit. It
got warm on Sunday. Yeah, it got a little bit soft. But
and it's like,
dang, yeah.
Yeah, he just goes out. Maybe he likes the slushy stuff. And Frankie Moon's just like,
I feel like Bryson
has
said that before.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Because Juicy Fruit used to be like that. Richard's horse.
Traction, baby.
Yeah. And he would get into the deep track and just like, that's when he ran his fastest times.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but impressive on them.
Yeah.
Really
so
well
congrats.
done.
Also on day 2, do you want to talk about who got the 1.9D position?
Yes, I do. And in a devastating turn of events. I'm really officially a part of this podcast now because in the 1.9D position on Sunday was yet again yours truly.
The 1.9D podcast hosts.
Oh, absolutely devastating. We had a great run. We were clean, Josh and I, with Shadowfax, but
just a little too fast.
Or a little too slow. A little too fast.
Literally a little too fast.
I thought we could have gone faster, but we guess we should have gone slower. It's really what it comes down to.
Because the plan was we had these really hard rings at the end. So I asked for you to just sit down on Shadow and like not push him through the finish. You did it to perfection.
He was perfect. He like kind of dropped off through the last 3 strides. You were actually yelling for more, but we didn't change anything. And in retrospect, I wish it was 4 strides.
We should have missed a ring, and then we would have been in the first place position.
No, we needed to be 0.2 seconds. So it should have been like 2 strides more of slowing. God, it hurts, man. I really understand now.
Caroline, I hope you enjoyed that
buckle,
check.
Honestly, yeah.
Because we were too fast. So you're welcome.
It really hurts. And this was just day money, not even for a buckle.
And
it's devastating. I hate this.
I went right to Emma and I was like, did you see who's in the 1.9? She was like, oh my gosh.
I crumbled.
Yeah. It's like, imagine losing an entire buckle in this position.
I don't want to. This was bad enough for me, honestly.
It's hard. It's good you experienced it because you just go to Leadville, you do your best on the track, and it's up to fate.
It's luck of the draw.
It's a Fugazi. Who knows?
Yeah, man. I don't freaking know.
So anyway, congrats, Caroline and SpongeBob. Robert, we've been getting to know him much better this season. He's such a great guy.
Yeah, super
He's
fun.
got this sick custom leather collar that he wears.
Eureka, obviously.
Oh my God. So cool.
Yep. So, yeah, congrats to them. And then, so just from memory, oh, wait, sorry. It is here.
The Open.
We do have the Open. There were a lot more clean runs on Sunday. I think everybody kind of figured out the rings, but
yeah, specifically Jim Ryan.
Sorry to make fun of you, Jim, but Jim struggled with the rings day one in comical fashion.
He did. His first day, he was so bummed. He was like,
"But
I hate rings," and I'm like, "I know, man.
It's tough, man."
They're the worst at Leadville.
Of going from not really having done a ton of rings to doing a track that is almost exclusively rings, really.
And it's all rings. As soon as you hit the ground, you have to come up and get ring. Like Listen,
they're in Leadville. So in Leadville, the jumps counted as gates, but they're first the sport track, at least there was only one true gate on the ground for skiers to ski. Otherwise it was jumps and rings. Yeah.
And it's, I mean, as far as a skijor course design, there's something perfect about it. There really is. And it messes with you in all the right ways, and really, really good skiers come in and get their asses handed to them because they're not on the ground a lot. They're not turning as much as they want to, and all of a sudden they have to stick this baton.
And you have to, another reason why I could not do it is, you're required to hold the baton. And so you're trying to hold the baton, and you have your rings on your arm that you're trying not to lose, and you're trying to hold the rope and not drop any of it. It's crazy. I could never.
And you can see it. I have a clip. We won't post it. I promised myself I wouldn't. But Jim Ryan, day one, I have a perfect example of, like, he comes off the jump. His head bangs. He comes up. He's a little late on the rings. Boom, 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 boom. Punches every single one. Doesn't get one of them. And then he, for half a second, is like, dang it, ring, crap, I have to get the gate. And he misses the gate too. Right. Because he's just so distracted by everything going on. It's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
And actually, it comes at you quick.
And then my other skier, Jackson, was telling a really funny story after our run of how he missed a bunch of gates, and he was like, they were just hitting me in the face left and right. I didn't
He goes, I set myself up like this. He go, boom, boom. And I'm like, Jackson was Emma's other skier with Shadowfax. So me and Jackson were talking a lot about the track and how Shadowfax is running and like strategy. And he's like, try not to hit the rings with your face. And like, oh man,
it was funny.
They sneak up, they come in so fast.
Yeah, and like I said, I feel like it's just a lot to coordinate. You know. But anyway, sorry to make fun of you, Jim. But Jim did figure it out for day two. He was in the first place spot for the Open, pulled by Dennis Alverson on Jet Fuel Cowboy. They ran a 15.06, which is
time of the weekend.
Bananas. Yeah,
that is. I thought for sure we were going to see a 14. There's only been a few horses I've seen do it at Leadville. And I thought Jet Fuel or Looking for Luck was going to do it.
Yeah. Looking for Luck was 2 and 3 on the day for the Open on Sunday. But yeah, so we'll do it from memory for the final results. So going back to the novice for the buckles, we did have your number one team from Saturday and Sunday, Hunter with Cole on ZZ. They won the buckle. Congrats to them. Very exciting. And then the sport division, do you remember them, or do you want me to say
the 2D was
Olivia Salter pulling Liat Schaefer, I think is his name. Out of maybe Durango.
Durango or Pagosa.
That area.
They raced Ridgeway, Silverton, and Leadville.
And they buckled in Ridgeway as well.
That's right, in the novice.
And moved her to the sport.
That's actually a really good step for them. Also, do you follow her Instagram page?
No.
She's nuts. Like any sport that requires getting hurt a lot, motorcycles, dirt bikes, snowmobiles, all the things. She's like intense.
Horse girls, man.
And then the horses. She's wild.
Cool. Good for her. That's exciting.
So that was the 2D buckle. We don't know who is in the 1.9 position in the overall.
We're dying to know.
Unfortunately, because we feel like we have to like do something.
It needs to be, shout it out on
especially on
show.
This podcast. Absolutely.
We need to commiserate.
So maybe we'll do a little Instagram story when we get the final results. But in the 1D sport, Patrick Smith came up.
With Frankie Moon after that screaming Sunday time.
With skier Bryson Threet. So congratulations to those guys. Bryson, repeat winner. He won it last year. I think I guess he just won it as a skier. This was also the first year that Leadville actually put teams.
Yeah, Leadville made a lot of changes this year from what I've heard.
Which I love all the changes. Keep the rings, more rings. I'm all about them.
Josh King, folks, the only man in the field who can do rings.
No, it's a lot of people could do rings. I think in the sport of ski joring, they're perfect. Listen, I can't ski, so gotta have something to like make the good skiers think.
All right, and then the Open buckle.
This is his third buckle on the year. He won Estes. He won Grand Lake, which was jackpot style because it was one day, but he took the buckle home. We have skier, Lane Feldisen, Love this man. And Richard Weber on the horse Lick 'em for Luck. So huge shout out. And Leadville is absolutely a testament to, like, you know, Lane's been doing it for a couple of years now. He knows what the rings are like. He cleaned both days at very fast times. He cleaned when the pressure was on, day 2, because that's when it gets, you know, you start to get in your head and you think about, okay, like, I have to clean, and those rings start to get smaller and smaller. So yeah, super stoked to see how they perform this weekend.
Yeah, very exciting. I think both of us will agree. We like to watch Lane ski, and we like to watch Richard ride. So it was a great team. It was a team we were happy to see win. And
Lick 'em for Luck. I saw an article today. I didn't realize this horse was like had a pedigree of some degree, and I don't know. Everyone's stoked that he's winning in skijoring now.
Yeah, because he's a horse with an injury history that got retired, I believe. And this is his second life in skijor, like many horses that we know. So
it is a beautiful story, an absolutely beautiful story. So that's the Leadville weekend buckle show. Is there anything else you want to sign us off with? Any hot takes after the weekend, or you good?
No, I'm hot taked out.
Okay. Until next year, where we have another shot at the. Hopefully next year we just know Shadowfax is fast enough for the 1D, and we just go for it.
Yeah, well, next year we can work Shadow a little bit more also going into the season. Keep him in shape. Maybe not come off the couch quite as much, because that horse has gas. We knew he had gas. I called it. I knew he had gas.
Yep.
But I still was pleasantly surprised by how the weekend went.
I was a little shocked back there on the other end of the rope. I was like, holy smokes.
Yeah, day 1 especially, it was actually we ran raw faster the second day, but day 1, our like very first run on Shadow, we had the 1 penalty, but it was one of the fastest raw times on the day.
We had the 1 penalty because I didn't expect to be in the air for that long.
Launched.
Yeah, it was super late getting over to the jump, so I couldn't really suck up as much as I wanted, and just got kicked off of it. It was in the air forever.
And that, like, the first day, Saturday, I was asking for it from him, but the second day with Jackson, our raw time actually was faster than the raw time with you. We had a couple of penalties or two, but yeah, Shadow's got gas.
Shadow's got gas, man. Bless that horse. He's gonna be a good one.
Love that guy.
And yeah, already looking forward to next year at Leadville. And right now we are currently looking forward to Red Lodge, where I've never been.
I've never been either. So yeah.
Yeah. So this will be our first year going up there. See what they have to offer. Apparently we're in a sweet hotel. We've looked up pictures of it. Probably record an episode from there.
Very exciting.
Stay tuned.
Also a cool bar where you're going to see. We keep hearing about.
Oh yeah. There's like a legendary bar there.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. The 1.9D show. Like, follow, subscribe, share with all your friends who don't know what skijoring is and should know what skijoring is.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.